This is part 1 in the series of ideas that I've been exploring for my next SEG. Coding guidelines has a lot of benefits. It will make it easier for developers to take over work, recognize each other's work, and be able to collaborate because everyone is following the same coding standards. It can be quite difficult to enforce these coding guidelines, so I've always been promoting to have coding guidelines in the pipeline. So the pipeline will enforce all of the coding guidelines. Usually the configuration files are dispersed in a repository. So it would make sense to have a central repository. You can store any configuration file here that will be used for tools that you use in CI. So I've created this example repository. So the idea is if you create one repository or a project called coding guidelines, that the CI will pick up all of the config files here and use them. The goals of this project are to form a single source of truth for all of the config files. So instead of having discussions and then have to implement them, you can just create a merge request with your changes, discuss them, and merge them as you like. Very similar to how most people are already used to working on actual code. And the runners for your CI/CD will always pull the latest configuration files. So in this case, I'm building a image that can be used as a base image for linters. So as an example, if you were to use coding guidelines right now with using this project, you can just add this to your CI/CD. So you would specify the image, in this case coding guidelines latest, so it will always have the latest files. And in this case, since we are only working with Python files, we run Flake 8 and MyPy. But you can extend this to whatever you want. If there's interest in making coding guidelines a feature, I would like to explore having this configurable on a group level or account level and incorporating this into the runner. So it's easy to run your tools using the configuration files set by your company. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.